go to the dump truck, still hauling. Look at it, severed right off. It wouldn't take grease anymore from using it. It just sheared the metal right off. I'm gonna replace this whole part. It comes with the hinges, everything. It's so rusty. Trying to figure out how to do it. Alright guys, we cut the hinges with the plasma cutter, and we were thinking of cutting this whole bracket off and then just reinstalling our new one. We got a new one, the Monroe, but I don't know how strong all this metal is gonna be because it's pretty rusty. I mean, this is an old truck. So my idea is we're just gonna overlay this bracket on top of this bracket and weld this to this. And then for the bed to sit flush, we're just gonna cut up as high as we have to. So I'm gonna cut these out, grind it down flush, and then we'll lay this one on there and just measure until this plate sits flush with the bed, because I want it to be flat on the chassis when we're carrying weight. So I think that's the fastest fix, instead of cutting everything out and then having to weld everything back up. I'm just gonna overlay this plate, clean this up real good, overlay the plate, and just weld it together. That's our unconventional ways repair there, because look at this. The bed was up in the air when this hinge gave out, and it gave out because the pin was seized. It wasn't spinning anymore. Literally sheared the metal right off. So that's why we have to go a different route to repair it. So let's continue cutting everything out, and we'll see which route we go. But that's for sure how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna overlay it, weld it to this. And I don't have double support. Just gotta figure out where this is gonna sit, because I want the whole bed to be flush on the frame. Alright, so let's continue. Alright guys, so I'm literally gonna cut the hinge straight down and straight across. I'm using these thick metal blades, Lennox. They didn't have the Diablo ones at Menards. Diablo ones are the best. They would have cut through this thing like butter. This is the only thing they had, so it's gonna have to do, I guess. Slowly cutting through it. We'll get through it eventually. Probably eat up all 5 of these blades, but we'll go straight across the front. I'm gonna lift the bed up a little bit, and then we'll come straight down. And then I'm just gonna grind this plate. I'm gonna grind it enough to where I could set it on top of the other one, or else I'm just gonna completely remove it, so that if it makes the bed sit too high on the chassis there, I might just remove it. We'll see. This one was already reinforced. One time it must have broken off. This one is still regular. The metal's pretty thin, but it did sever a little bit right there, but it's alright. Alright, let's continue. Alright guys, I was gonna use the forklift to jack the bed up, but all I did was I took a jack, set it on these 2 metal beams, used a piece of plywood, and then jacked it up from that bracket there. Cut this side off all the way. Where'd it go? But either way, I cut this one off all the way. I put some metal beams to kind of hold the bed up, and I'm gonna cut this side next. I'm gonna just delete them. They're taking up too much room. I want the bed to sit on the chassis here, so by deleting these, I can still just set my bracket on this. And right now I'm gonna use my reciprocating saw. Still got 4 blades left, and I'm coming from the side. I'm gonna finish cutting this off on both sides. I'm gonna grind everything down flat. I'll remove this, grind everything flat, and then I'll put my bracket on top, drop the bed, see where it meets, and then I'll start welding everything in place, and that should be it. Quick fix. This one, the plates are thicker because they had already repaired it. They double plated it, So it's gonna take me a little bit longer to cut this side, but he'll come out. And that's how we're gonna repair this, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this side off next. Then I'm gonna come from the side and cut these off straight flush and grind it down flat. I already started with that blade, choose the metal up good. Look at that. I'm already halfway through. Alright, then we'll continue from there. Alright guys, we're almost through the other side. Using this cutting oil lubricant. Just got a little bit to go. This is thick. Almost there. I already destroyed 2 blades. I nicked them and I bent them. So I'm trying to save the last 3. There's the plasma cutter I'm using. I use that to cut these and release the bed. And I'm using my metal cutting blades to do the rest. Almost there. We got through it, guys. Look at that repair they did before. 2 plates. That was overkill. Look at that. That lubricant did the job. 1 blade. Nice. We got both sides cut. Now I gotta finish cutting these off. Alright guys, well, those are too small. It's taking too long, so using that big ass saw. Tested it out. It is working its way through. I think that's what I'm gonna use. I just gotta get back there. I'm gonna use it on both sides because I'm already halfway. Oh yeah, look at that. Not even a minute. I'm already halfway through compared to a whole bunch of minutes with the little blade. Yeah, this is gonna come off easy. A little bit more. Look at that. Cut through it like butter, baby. Now we can just grind all this down. 1 down, 1 more to go. Let's get it. Sheesh, like butter, baby. Look at that. I didn't even have to struggle. Man, that was lovely. Lovely, lovely. Look at that rust. Quick action. Quick action. Alright guys, and when I'm done grinding everything down, that's how our new bracket's gonna sit. Literally right over the old one, and I'm just gonna weld onto that all the way across. Sits in the pocket. Sits in the pocket perfectly. The bed should be able to drop down nice. And then once I get this where I want it, drop the bed down, and I'll finish welding it. Just gonna finish cleaning it off, grinding it off. But this one's gonna sit right there like that, like a glove. Alright guys, back plate is welded on. That's how she sits. Could be better, but once I got it dialed in, we're working with butter, baby. Alright, so now I'm gonna drop the bed and I'm gonna finish welding brackets to the frame, and this repair is done. It's sitting nice and flush with the bottom frame. And that's how I'm lifting my bed with a jack and a couple 2x4s. Let's drop it slowly. So it lands right where we need it. Alright guys, I dropped the bed, and that's how she sits. Perfect. Right on the plate. Money! Just gonna weld her up. That's what we're using to weld it. This side they had double plated it, and they took some off. They had taken some off. But sorry, we're just gonna have to fill it with some weld. The bed's already touching the chassis, so we're just gonna have to fill it in. That's all we could do. Alright, y'all. My welds are done. Oh, wrong side. Done, baby. Alright, guys. I'm about to lift it up. I'm gonna hit some welds on the inside, too. First, guys, let's grease it up. That was what damaged the old one, no grease. We'll grease it up and then we'll lift it up. Greased up. There you go. Let's lift it up. See what happens. The worst that could happen is that it falls right off. But I doubt it. I doubt it. She lives again. She lives again, guys. To dump another day. There she is. Raised, guys. Solid. Hammer. Solid. Welds are holding. Solid hammer. Solid. Ready to go. Ready for action. And another one bites the dust up.